Okay, because I emptied out this bookshelf to put books in the den, I've decided there's not enough room to put my movies out there, so I'm going to put my movies here in the hallway. But this used to be a door, and my dad built a shelf here, and so you can see though.
Added the addition on, they put drywall on the other side and all the screws went through.
So we need to cut these screw heads off so that we can put movies up there and it won't damage them.
Right.
Why didn't it work?
It will. It's just they break off after a while.
What breaks off?
That little disc right there.
Huh.
And you just put another one on. They're just like little cutting wheels. They're hot, so.
I'm not touching that. I was saying if that round place left a... It wipes off though.
It's mostly, just hot. How come every time you tape me?
Yeah, when I tape you, it breaks off. Since I didn't mention it in my final video for the den, I decided to put my DVDs in the hall. This is the hall bookcase, and Kevin didn't touch it. It came with the house. But there used to be books here, and so I thought this would be a perfect place to put all my DVDs, and this is a central location to keep them all. And so I just wanted to add that because I know I had originally said that I was going to put my DVDs out in the den. Okay, today we're at the bookshelf in the hallway where I put my DVDs, and I just want to arrange them better. I want to put like holiday movies and maybe comedies and then maybe scary movies. I want to arrange them better because right now they're just a jumbled mess. So right now I have more adult movies on this top shelf. I watch my nieces, so I don't want them to come out here and pick anything that they shouldn't, like The Hangover. Wouldn't want them to watch that. Of course, I try to, I always see what they get, but I don't even want them to pull the boxes down. And so I figure if they're on that top shelf, they won't grab them. But then I just want to rearrange these better because when I was putting them on the shelf, I just kind of stuck them here. And I admit I did get like Seinfeld, I got all of those together, but I still would like comedy in one central location and like Christmas. I had all my Christmas sitting on a shelf, so I did just shove those in here. But like the Waltons, I have the first 2 seasons of that. I'd like to put those with the other TV shows. And then I have some, that needs to go on the top shelf. Wouldn't want them to grab that box. Yeah, they don't need to grab that box. So I'll put that on the top shelf. And I'll have to find something. Star Trek doesn't need to be on the top shelf, and neither does The Next Generation. So I'll move those down and try to put like science fiction together. And then like there's Misery and Schindler's List. Those don't go together. And The Shining and The Family Man. Those don't go together. There's a Moulin Rouge musical. I don't know if I have any other musicals. So I'm just going to arrange these a little bit and then come back. I found Fatal Attraction, and I'm putting Fatal Attraction on the top. I put Gia up at the top. Eyes Wide Shut. So now the top is full, and I don't want the kids to get up there, and they won't. And then I've tried to leave the sets here And I'm just going to leave the Next Generation up at the top. But I have the sets here, and I'm going to move some of these other sets up. And then I have the Christmas, but then I also have like Thanksgiving, Home for the Holidays. That's an awesome movie. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, one of my favorites. And then I have Christmas. I'm going to leave those together. And then I made piles down here. These are kind of like my Halloween stack. I mean, they're not really scary. I don't buy really scary movies. But this is more like a Halloween stack. And then I found some musicals, Cats and stuff. And then I have like geeky like sci-fi stuff. I have Total Recall and The Island and Clash of the Titans and things like that. Logan's Run. And then in this one I put dramas. My favorites are probably the dramas. So I put those in the stack. And then kids, I don't have many kids down here because Ashley has those in her room. But Alice in Wonderland, 13 going on 30, that's so good. And Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands. And then I guess kind of the funny ones are here. I don't have a lot of funny ones. Ashley has a lot of those upstairs in her room too. And then kind of just like the classics. Imitation of Life, that's a really good one. Gone with the Wind, Grey Gardens, those. So I will put those, fill in these gaps, and I'll show you what that looks like. My seasons aren't fitting quite the way I want them to. I have more shelf space. So in between, I've stuck just like the documentary, old school type movies, Gone with the Wind and stuff in here because my Christmas movies, I have too many to fit in this little space. And so I just kind of shove those in between my seasons. Okay, I'm finished. It didn't take me as long as I thought it would. I'm not very picky though. I mean, I didn't analyze each and every movie to make sure that it was in a certain category. But I have my seasons, my more adult movies up here, and my seasons. And then I have all these seasons together. And like I said before, I had this gap on this shelf, so I had to shove these in here. I guess I could have put them on the end, but that's okay. And then on my next shelf, I have my dramas because I love dramas, and that's what I have the most of. And then I put my like horror type movies, Halloween stuff I watch at Halloween. And then I put my geeky sci-fi type movies, weird movies at the end. And then on the next shelf, I put Thanksgiving and Christmas because we just finished with those seasons and I won't need them for a little while. And then I put the kids' movies that are down here that aren't in Ashley's room. And then I put some more funny movies that I won't necessarily, like Coming to America. I'm not going to let the kids watch that, but it is a comedy, so I stuck it down there anyway. So, this is it from a distance. This is how it looks. And my VHS tapes, I didn't touch those on the bottom shelf because we very, very rarely watch those. So, I just kept them down there. I'm not going to even bother with them.